Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Apologies for the slightly late start. I mean, we're not that late. We're pretty. Yeah, I'm not even 15 minutes late. We're good. Yeah. Hold on. Hello. Oopsie daisy. Hold on, I just forgot something. I'm still here. Won't be too long. Something I always forget whenever I start streaming. I have to remember. This far. Okay, here it is. Okay. So, yeah. Normal Shino start time. Hey, Andrew, what's up, man? I mean, yeah, mostly. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, it's not that different from usual. I feel like I feel like I'm too high right now. Like, the camera's too high. Is that, yeah, that's better, I guess. Can't really like put it further down because I'm going to break my my PC. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty much to the limit. I can't really go any further than that, so gonna have to do for now. But yeah, we're back. I was supposed to stream on Monday. That was the plan, and I was all excited for it. And then I had a super migraine the entire day, which was not great, which turned into a freaking fever. Overnight, and then the next day after that, I didn't have any fever or anything, so I'm pretty sure what I had was like, I probably had like food poisoning or something, but because I had fever overnight, I couldn't sleep. So yesterday was when I originally intended to, reprise Monday's stream. I was far too tired to do any of that. And honestly, like when I sent the message like on Discord and YouTube, I basically went to bed right away. It was like 5 p.m. or something. It was ridiculous. And like I didn't sleep the entire night. Like I was on my phone a little bit. I tried to read a little bit, and then eventually, like pretty rapidly, fell asleep. And then I slept throughout the entire night. And yeah, so we're good. I'm here now. It kind of threw a wrench in my plan though, because I'm leaving for the weekend. I originally intended to stream on Monday and Wednesday this week, and I obviously couldn't make it, and so I'm still debating if I'm gonna be able to stream tomorrow. I'm hoping so, but like it's looking unlikely because I have to leave around noon on Friday for the entire weekend, and I probably will need a bunch of my time on Thursday night to just pack my bags and all that stuff. Oh yeah, and dude, I've plenty of cats. There's like one cat right here that's sleeping. I have another one right there, and you don't really. Oh yeah, you can probably see it. Hold on. Yeah, we have Snow sleeping like directly behind the mic arm. Like I have to move the mic arm out of the way, but you can sort of see him like right there. That's him right there. That's my oldest cat, Snow. This is my second oldest cat, Nymeria, and right there you barely see is my third oldest cat, which is. His real name is Arsène Lupin, but we don't call him that. We call him Sloop or Sloopy. And so, but yeah, they're all sleeping right now. Strangely, I mean, usually at this hour they're kind of all over the place. I think because Van has, I think normally they spend their evening like around Van, and then like she's in a uni course in our office. So they probably are hanging out here with me because it's the hottest room in the apartment because freaking March and April. I mean, it was super warm. I don't know for you, Andrew, but like it was super warm here, like crazy warm, and then it became cold again. And we even had snow for like 3 days now. And so yeah, I had stopped all heating in the apartment, and today, the entire day, I was freezing. Yesterday and the day before too, but like today I decided to do something about it because clearly the hot weather isn't coming back. So I cranked up the heating, and now this room is super cozy. Outside of the room is very cold, and so I think that's why the cats are here now. We're probably kind of getting to the one room that's, you know, that's comfortable. We're comfortable enough. But yeah, happening in your area, nice. So yeah, how have you been, Andrew? I'm like, how's been life? Like, everything been okay? I hope so. I hope everything's been good for you. Have you played Xenoblade Chronicles X at all since release? I don't recall if I asked you this either on Discord or other places. I think Xavi is currently going through the game. He told me on Blue Sky, and then I think Nelsito, I think, told me that he was either grabbing it or getting to it soon or something. I don't remember. But yeah, I have my copy. I received my copy, so I have the copy of the game. I bought the walkthrough, like the guide book, for the game. Not that I'm going to use it necessarily, but it's more like just for collecting purposes. It looked really cool, and it's like, it's a hardcover, and it's tougher to get these days. So I was glad I was able to get my hands on it. So yeah, I got that too. Life is good. You responded to my comment in the last stream. I did? Oh God, I stream like once a week now, so I forget. I completely forget. I'm so sorry, Andrew. See, I asked you the question, but somehow, like in the back of my mind, as I was saying it, and that's why I was like, I don't remember if you've told me this, because somehow I kind of like, something was telling me that you might have told me, and turns out you did. Let me find the comment again. I'm gonna try and see if I can. Boop. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, but like, okay, but like, okay, your comment is talking about the fact that you've been playing the game, obviously, but how? Here's two more questions. How are you liking it? And the other question is, how many hours did you put into it? Because it's been 3 days, right? Like, it was 3 days ago. So since you posted your comment, 73 hours? Holy cow, dude. 73 hours. That's a lot of hours. Jesus Christ. So London, you're progressing at a Shino pace? Oh my dude. Wow. Game is fun. Nice. Nice. So Xavi was telling me on Blue Sky that, like, because I've never played the game, so like I can't really comment on that, but like, and I think it was also his first time playing it, and he was telling me that, like, is basically like he was finding it very different from all the other games, especially when it came to size and scope, but also the fact that it was, like, to his surprise, it seemed to be a lot less story focused than even he thought it was. And so I'm kind of preparing myself for that as well. Like I knew that the game was not as story focused, but according to Zavi, it seemed like it surprised him as how little story there was compared to the side quest, like a story versus side quest ratio. Like he was expecting like me some like, you know, heavy side quests and little story, but he got like way more side quests and even less story than he thought. But also he's not super far. He was like 20 hours in or something. So it did, Kitten Geek. It did work. Hello, man. How you doing? Well, you are the first. Yeah. Hello. How was your week, man? You put 40 hours in 2.5 days and a weekend it came out. Damn, dude, that's a lot of time. Could be better. Same, big same. I am feeling a little bit burned out. And I'm not talking about, you know, streams specifically. I mean, like, just in general. So yeah. I don't know what that's about. I think it might be the changing of seasons or something, but yeah. You got laid off. Yo, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's unfortunate. Here I am complaining about just random stuff, and yours is way worse. I obviously I don't want you to get into the specifics if you either don't want to or, you know, can't say, but like I'm curious as to, is it like a restructuring situation? Is it due to the tariffs, or it just sort of happened because of other reasons? Because I'm not hearing a whole lot of people, but I guess also because the friends that I have, the industries that are working in, the main thing that could be like something that could make them being laid off is either, you know, something that has to do with like productivity or just the environment or that specific company, or like the coming of AI as a thing replacing jobs. Like there's nobody that I know that has been kind of in a position where either the tariffs or some kind of other like political external factor could have impacted their kind of work. Going in different directions. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It happens. It's super unfortunate, and I'm very, very sorry to hear that. And I wish you the very best to land on your feet and find something else. But sometimes it's for the better, honestly. Like, I can't really speak to that because it's never happened to me. But I have left work in jobs that I used to love and stuff just because we were going in different directions, and I just didn't feel like it was something that I wanted to pursue anymore. And whenever that happened, I went, like, it was basically almost like being laid off, because I ended up going from like a high paid job to like a minimum wage paid job for a very long time, like for a few years in another field completely, but then build a new career out of that. And now I'm where I'm at right now. So sometimes like it's a blessing in disguise, you know? So like, it could be that you'll, you know, land on your feet in a different company, and you're going to be paid even more. You'll be more happy or whatever. Like, anything could happen. Or you could do like me, like just happen to decide to try something different and then like build a new career out of nothing, and then like kind of work your way up from there. Restructuring, yeah, I mean, that happens a lot. Happens a lot. Like a friend of mine used to work at the Bay Company. Like 2 years ago, he was working there, and he decided to move on to another company, and now, boy, is he happy that he did that. Oh my God, can you imagine? Like, Jesus Christ, talk about restructuring. Like they're basically closing, you know? Like they're essentially like, I mean, from my understanding, they're kind of liquidating everything and they're keeping only like 6 stores. And that's if they can manage to keep 6 stores afloat. If they can't even do that, they might reduce it even further. And then like, even then they might just have to close everything. Yeah. Chapter 11. Yeah. Yeah. That's rough, man. That's very rough. But yeah, I've been kind of bummed out as well lately. I don't know why. Like, yeah, I think a funk is a good way to put it. Just in general, like, I don't know. I just feel tired all the time and just not into anything. Could be a change of seasons. What I'm thinking I might do is, because my original plan was to like finish Torna and then like the very next day or the very next stream, jump into like Chronicles X and then like go from there. What I might do is I might take like a week or 2 weeks just off, just no streams, no nothing. Like not even thinking about like having a stream, but just nothing at all. Like just on purpose, like taking 2 weeks off and to refresh and then like starting strong for like X and whatever, you know? Because I'm feeling maybe the seasonal depression. Yeah. Yeah. I think what doesn't help, it's like it's kind of like you're in the winter, you're kind of hibernating for a while, right? Because it's the winter, so you're kind of at home and you're not doing anything and it's dark outside and stuff. And then it starts getting like lighter earlier in the day because of, you know, we change the time to the summertime, but also it's getting warmer and stuff. And so it feels like you're kind of, you get reinvigorated because you're kind of excited, right? To like, you're like, oh yeah, like, yeah, let's go. We're out of the winter. But then winter comes back. It's like a false start. Like winter comes back. It's cold again now. And it's snowing again and stuff. And it kind of like just kind of breaks your momentum. And that's probably what's happening. I'm just like, I don't know. My body's just like out of sync with the temperature. Hey, Nelsito, what's up, man? Hope you're doing better than me and Canadian Geek. Talking about seasonal depression or you know, seasonal funk. I'm feeling it right now, like a lot. Like I don't want to do anything. I don't have the will to do anything at all. I just want to, like, honestly, like what I want to do, like 99% of the time is just read. I'm just feeling in a mood where like I just want to be in bed reading a book, which is kind of weird. Because that's usually something I do at night, like late at night to fall asleep. But I'm feeling the want to do that like randomly in the middle of the day. I just want to do that. It's like meals to hobbits. First winter break, actual winter break in March. Revenge of the winter. Yep. Yeah, winter returns, the electric boogaloo, break, on and on and on. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And it's putting me in a weird spot too because so like I'm leaving for the weekend. I'm going to a 3-hour drive away to a like one of my childhood friends, which I haven't talked to in 15 years. His mom passed away, and so I'm going to the funerals. But before the funerals, like the day before, since me and all of my childhood friends, because we all came from the same very, very small village, and so some of them I haven't talked to in like 25 years, some of them I've talked to more recently, but like mostly they're all people that I haven't seen in like 20 plus years. And it's the same for them too. It's not like they all kept in touch. Like a lot of them, like I think one of them has kept in touch with like pretty much everybody, but like the other people have not been in touch with each other at all, like me, for example. And so we wanted to have like a kind of a a reunion, but we can't really do that after the funerals because it's not a great time. So we're doing it the day before. And it's putting me in a strange spot because like 2 weeks ago, I was super excited. I was primed. I was like, yeah, let's go. It's going to be fun. But now I'm in a funk. And now I just don't feel like talking to anybody. So it's putting me in a strange spot because like in 2 days, I'm going to have to be super social for 2 days in a row. In a moment where my mental health is not really in a spot where like I want to be social. So it's going to be kind of interesting. It's different on stream because, I mean, you guys are there, but you're not there like physically. So I don't have to read social cues off of your face and try to analyze stuff like because of my ADHD. And so it's more relaxing in a way, but still, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be kind of awkward. Like, I don't know if you guys have done that, like not talk to someone for 25 years and then talk to them again. But I'm because usually when I go to dinner at a restaurant with friends, like with close friends, it's a no-brainer. I don't even think about it. I just go there and I just know we're going to have fun, right? Because we have a lot of stuff to talk about, just like in our day-to-day because we know each other so well and stuff. But for people you haven't seen it forever, you're like in 25 years plus, like you're kind of strangers at that point. So it's kind of like I'm going to a dinner with almost strangers. And so I don't know how awkward that's going to be. I feel like it's probably going to be super awkward. Like the first few conversations are going to be extremely surface level, I think. And I think it's going to take a while before it kind of, goes anywhere. I think it's going to be very, very kind of awkward for a while. Thankfully, though, the dinner is going to be awkward. Then, I go to my hotel. And then the next day in the afternoon is when the funeral is. And by that point, the ice would have been broken. So, like, it'll be a lot easier to go through that part afterwards. It's not like, I haven't seen you in 25 years. Hello, I'm, in this super sad setting. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be weird. But yeah, I don't feel like doing anything right now. Don't know why. But I mean, I know why because of the seasonal depression. But like, I don't know why it's happening. And I kind of wish it would go away. So yeah. Hey Deku, what's up, man? It's been a little while. How you doing? But yeah, I've been kind of ruminating that and thinking like I probably need like a break just for like a week or two of like just nothing at all. I don't even want to think about because the problem is like whenever I was not able to stream, it was still in the back of my mind. I was still thinking about it, and it was bumming me out that I couldn't stream, and I was stressing over the fact that I couldn't stream and so on. And so it kind of sapped a lot of my energy, and it was the same with like seeing friends or planning activities and stuff. Like even if I couldn't make it for a reason or another, it still would be something in the back of my mind that I had to do that was kind of bumming me out that I couldn't do, and I was letting people down and so on. And so I think like between Torna and like X, I think I'm probably going to take like a week or two off. Not even thinking like just straight up ahead of time, just let everybody know like it's not like, like, oh, I'm going to try and stream next week. It's just like, no, I'm going to try and stream in 2 weeks. Trying to like just and the same with like everything else in my life, just literally not plan anything with anybody. Just like a 2 weeks where the only thing I have to worry about is waking up in the morning, working, and then going to bed. That's what I need. That's what I need right now for my mental health. I think it'd be nice. March apathy is real. Yeah, it's probably what it is. Doing fine, funny getting on top of the bunch of work stuff that's been swamping me. Oh, dude, yeah, work has been kind of weird for me lately as well. Not necessarily it being swamped, but just like weird. Just everything's been weird. Like everything that I like to do I like my work. I even like coding, and like even that's been bumming me out lately for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Subrosion, dude, I'm so happy to see you. You've been busy playing X. Nice. You're here now. Super awesome. Breaks are important. Yeah, they kind of are. Because the thing is, I beat myself up a lot whenever I'm not streaming, and I was supposed to, because I can't for whatever reason. I don't want to burden you guys with that stuff because you have your own life and your own stuff, and you know, I don't like you're like you don't need an explanation as to why I'm not streaming or whatever. Like but at the same time, it's like I just want you to understand, like, my position is anytime I'm not streaming because I can't, but I planned on doing it, but I'm unable to for whatever reason. I beat myself up so bad in my mind that it wrecks me for a few days, where like I'm so mad at myself or mad at the world because I can't do it. And so it takes a toll mentally, even though it shouldn't. Like it really kind of disrupts me. And yeah, so yeah, it's been tough, and I hate writing the freaking posts on YouTube and Discord whenever it happens, because I feel like it's becoming a bad joke sometimes, and so yeah, it's been tough. Thought on Switch 1 Direct coming tomorrow. I'm so surprised. Like I'm both surprised and confused at the Direct tomorrow. Like it sort of doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? Like, yeah, like 2 Directs within a week of each other, and like they're gonna announce freaking like games that are releasing on the Switch 1. And the worst part is, this is the worst part, because like a month ago, or like 2 months ago, like whenever the last Direct was, right? I mean, even then it was annoying, but like a couple months ago, whenever there was a Direct, it wasn't that, like, it made sense for them. Like I could understand that, like, you know, especially like around Christmas, like, oh, you know, they didn't want to say if the game was coming out on the Switch 2. They were like, oh yeah, it's, you know, it's a Switch 1 game or whatever. And there was no mention of like a Switch 2 version anywhere. But like as we get closer to the official kind of full-on announcement of the Switch 2, it really annoys me that they would still announce games with just Switch 1 without any mention of it potentially having a Switch 2 version like in box at release. That annoys me. It annoys me even more so if they do this tomorrow as well, and I think they will. I think tomorrow will have no mention whatsoever of a next Switch version or whatever. I think all of those are going to be just confirmed for the Switch 1 with no mention of Switch 2, and we'll have to wait after the next Direct for them to kind of be like, oh no, that there was in fact another version of it that we didn't tell you. Like, it just, come on, man. Like, we know it exists. You've said the console exists. Just tell us. Like, unless the game is releasing next week, like between the release of the Switch 2 and the Switch 1, like, just tell us there's a Switch 2 version. Like, it's so annoying. And also, like, I don't know what games they're going to show. I don't know, indie games maybe. There might be an announcement of like a new trailer maybe for Trails in the Sky. Could be, right? Because yeah, let's think about this for a second. Fantasy Life, probably, right? That makes sense to me, because it was recently they recently like announced stuff, just not in a Direct, so like I wouldn't be surprised if they release like a new trailer or something. Trails in the Sky FC, I think had, or first chapter, I think had like the release date confirmed, I think, like yesterday or so, whenever they've opened the pre-orders. which means that I'm expecting a trailer to officially announce the date and just not just be the stores, but like actually like a proper trailer. So I'm thinking probably we're gonna get a trailer for that. I mean, there might be like a DLC content for X, for Chronicles X. Could that be a thing? Like, oh, by the way, you know, I mean, I doubt it, because whenever they did the first game definitive edition, the DLC was already pre-announced, I'm pretty sure. I don't think they announced it afterwards. I think they kind of announced it that it would really, like, they announced, when they announced the game, they also announced, I think, that it would be DLC to it. I might be wrong though. Maybe they'll be that. I'm not sure. I'm confused. Oh, thanks, Nico. I appreciate that, man. Bunch of like of late ports, like Metroid Prime 2 and 3. I don't think so. I think it's too late to announce any of those. I think though, I mean, even though those are late ports, I still think they're too big to be announced a week before the new console, right? I kind of almost feel like they would announce them if they were, maybe Metroid Prime 2 and 3 would make sense, but like Wind Waker and like Twilight Princess HD, that kind of stuff, I think it would almost make more sense to kind of announce them after the Switch 2, or maybe as part of the Switch 2. I think during the PS5 launch, games being announced and as it buy the PS4 version and get the PS5 for free kind of thing. Yeah, but I don't think Nintendo would go down that path, Canadian Geek. I mean, maybe, but like I'd be surprised. It's because it's kind of rare for Nintendo to kind of do backwards compatibility. It doesn't happen super often, and they haven't really had like a pattern of doing it before, so I don't know. Nintendo is so weird. Like I almost don't see them doing that. Said a Pokemon Day stream, so I doubt we'll see much of Legends ZA. Yeah, we're probably not gonna see Legends ZA. Oh, right, Metroid Prime 4 is releasing on the Switch 1. I thought it was a Switch 2 exclusive, but no, you're right. Huh. Because almost everybody has been saying that the footage we've seen in the trailers has been footage from the Switch 2 because it's too crisp. So I don't know. I still think it would feel weird for them to like show another trailer for Metroid Prime 4. Like honestly, like for the same reasoning as Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, I would almost feel like it would be best for them to show it during the Switch 2 thing with Switch 2 graphics, you know, rather than show it again on the Switch 1. Don't think X will get DLC. It already comes with an epilogue chapter. Yeah, okay. So yeah, probably not. Rick announcement post, it said that it won't be updates about the Switch 2. Didn't get DLC as it was already getting story added to it. Yeah. I mean, I'm calling it a DLC, but it's not really a DLC. But you know what I mean? Like Future Connected was so big. Future Connected? Yeah, Future Connected. Yeah, it was large, right? So I assumed it was DLC, but I guess you're right. I guess it came on the cartridge. Nintendo, for the most part, had backwards compatibility for handheld consoles. For handhelds, you're right. Yeah, you're right. And the Switch kind of qualifies. You are correct. And you know what? Like, I'm kind of wrong because they've had backwards compatibility before, even on console, quite a bit actually. Even on the home consoles, right? Because they didn't have for like the first 3 consoles, but when they reached the GameCube, like the GameCube could be played on the Wii, and then the Wii games could be played on the Wii U. The Switch kind of broke with that, but like it's also like an handheld, so Switch 2 is also kind of an handheld console. So yeah, game package of the game, unlike Torna Future Redeem, which was added through paid DLC a year after launch. Pokemon SV has been really messed with people's views on what the Switch One is capable of when games like. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Nelsito. When I saw the Legend ZA stuff, I was not impressed much. The only thing, like literally the only thing that kind of felt fresh was the new take on the combat system. That's like the only thing that kind of made me excited. Everything else just, to me it screamed like an empty city with like very, very small zones in which you can catch Pokemon from what they've shown. Like it didn't seem that exciting to me. The combat system though is really cool. Like the idea is you have to move out of the way of the attacks and stuff, like kind of like command your Pokemon to get out of the way. That's really cool. But like, and I feel like it should have been in all things. In fact, honestly, I kind of feel like it would be almost as cool if they could find a way to make that work into the turn-based combat system as well, in some way. Like maybe have like attacks have like some attacks have like a area of effect like thing that you can see, and then like you can like instead of attacking, you can spend your turn moving your Pokemon around and avoiding the attack. And I don't know, like some kind of way to make it work. You said it for ZA because you're a big Gen 6 apologist. Honestly, I can't really talk about that because I barely know Pokemon. Like barely. Like I grew up like when the anime for like the very first season of the anime came out, I was in first year of high school, I think, if I remember correctly. And so I played you know, red and blue and yellow, but I didn't really play anything else. I didn't play the other gens after that, like any of them. And the first gen I ever played after red, blue, and yellow was Scarlet and Violet. So like I basically played the firsts, and I played the most recent ones. I honestly don't know anything about those in between. Like I don't know the story. I don't know most of the Pokemons. I don't even know the world. Like what other people say, I don't think Melodic stuff should make the next Pokemon game, but should help in making the maps of the world. I mean, if you know, like Infern posted something very interesting, like a kind of it was an article or like a video actually from like a game designer. I didn't get to watch the whole of it, but like he posted like a nice kind of recap underneath it, and it seems like it's a question of like how the company that makes Pokemon games, I forget the name. What's the name? Game Freak. So Game Freak apparently is very, very inexperienced with 3D stuff, and they use the wrong way to like compile shaders and that kind of stuff like this. So like it's bloated, it's inefficient, and it makes the game laggy and look kind of ugly because they don't know how to maximize the time that they have with the resources that they have. And apparently they keep churning out devs. So like they hire new devs, they work on a Pokemon game, they get burned out, and then those leave or get fired, and then they hire new people again. And so every time they have to reteach everything to everyone. And so what that creates is a world where they'll never improve because they're not able to improve because everybody that has any kind of knowledge keeps leaving. So, and that's the biggest problem that they have. So like honestly, what they would need almost is to have Monolith Soft just design the world, maybe, or at the very least be in charge of like the animations, the shaders, that kind of stuff, to make sure that like it's, you know, it doesn't lag and it looks good, and it's scalable for like a huge world, and then have Game Freak just do the rest. But I'm not sure that's gonna happen. I think like it's weird too because Nintendo has like a very big history of like not firing people and keeping everybody, like all of their employees happy. But the problem is Game Freak isn't Nintendo directly. And I kind of wish it was, to be honest. Kind of wish Game Freak was, because the cool thing with Monolith is like they basically had the same like company kind of culture that Nintendo as a company has. And so whenever like Nintendo acquired Monolith Soft completely, it made sense, right? Like it just, they were very compatible. And I think they need to either kind of reshape Game Freak entirely, and one way they could do that is just have some higher ups at Monolith kind of move over to Game Freak and kind of restructure the company from the ground up with like new culture and, you know, new everything, so it can move in that direction eventually over years, or I don't know, or do something like I said, like have the most experienced devs from other studios that Nintendo owns do most of the heavy lifting and then leaving Game Freak to do the rest. But it's not really efficient. Like it'd be almost more efficient to kind of, even though it would be time consuming at first, would be to kind of because I've seen that in many companies, like they take like people that really know their stuff and they move them to other companies that are kind of struggling, and they get them to kind of like just straighten everything up and like install a proper kind of work culture, and then they can leave afterwards, and the structure stays in place. And so they could potentially do that if they have good managers, which I'm sure Monolith has. The problem with Pokemon development is that it logically can't take its time because every other branch of the franchise. That's true, Deku. Yeah, that's very true. But it still makes what I'm seeing right, though, right? Like they wouldn't like. The problem right now is they don't have experienced people that can work within the time constraint that they have and still churn out something that's really, really good. And so what they're left with is like inexperienced people that are trying, just putting everything just with duct tape and just releasing that on time, which is causing issues, right? So again, like either you have Monolith do the heavy lifting or any other company do the heavy lifting, and then have Game Freak, just the inexperienced people, just do a little bit of the work and make sure that like it releases on time, which could work, but it's like a band-aid on like something that's hemorrhaging. Like you would have to do that every single release afterwards. Like that's not a solution. It's just like a temporary kind of fix to release a good product once, maybe twice. Like you can do that all the time because Monolith Soft has other things that it wants to do. Or you do what I said, which would still mean like a few borked releases of Pokemon games, but like eventually they would get, you know, they would keep their people, they would, you know, they would release stuff on time and it would look good. And the devs would be experienced and stuff, but like that would take time. Or you do like a combination of both. Like you have Monolith help whilst you're kind of restructuring Game Freak to make them more efficient for the time that they have, or you just don't do anything, I guess. You just leave it as is, and just everything just keeps being kind of mid forever. Like I don't know. I don't know what's the solution. But the crazy part that bothers me the most is like it's the company that makes the most money in the world. Gaming, like just IP wise. Like Pokemon is like the most expensive IP ever. Like how on God's green earth can they not release one single AAA Pokemon game? Like really AAA. Like it just blows my mind. Like I understand the constraint and everything, but it just doesn't make sense to me. With the amount of money it's making, it just doesn't make sense. That it, you know, especially since I already gave like two solutions. And it seems like they're not doing that. So it's kind of confusing. Though, I mean, for all I know, maybe they are kind of maybe there's somebody there already trying to fix Game Freak internally, and if so, it's normal that we don't see any improvement yet. It's gonna take a while. But as far as we know, nothing's being done, so I don't know. It's a talent and time crunch issue, and each modifying the other. Yeah, for sure. But the thing too is like it's not like Monolith doesn't have any crunch, you know, like ever. I'm sure Monolith has had crunch at some point in its existence. I'm not saying it has now, but I'm saying like I'm sure it happened maybe once or twice, because they're very, very kind of conscious about the time and stuff on their projects. But what Monolith did was just give insanely good working conditions for the employees, and I might be wrong, but I believe that they also have like shares in the company or something. Like I'm pretty sure I read something akin to that. Like they have like they're literally part of the company. Like they own like a very, very small percentage of the company. So like they kind of like that encourages you to stay because you're treated so well. And so even though, you know, sometimes it might be more stressful or there might be more crunch, you still kind of want to stay because you're treated so well. So yeah, I don't know. That's true, Deku. Yeah, same as sports games. Same as Madden or FIFA or whatever, you know. Exact same thing. People will just blindly buy it regardless of what's in the game. The game could not even work, and they would still buy it because of the brand name, which is insane. Which is not a great incentive for people to fix things, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, I hope it was a wake-up call for some people, Nelsito, but honestly, it's the game that made the most money. It's kind of like what I was afraid with Zelda, which hasn't happened yet. And I'm very, very happy that it doesn't seem to have happened, but it could have. Like Breath of the Wild, for all of its the great things that it did, had some issues for me. Like the world felt a bit bland. Like textures in the world were not that great. If you walk around and stuff, there's a lot of smudge everywhere. It's not a super awesome looking game either. Like it has some issues, and so, but it was the game that sold the most of all the Zelda games ever. And so what I was afraid would happen is they would kind of sit on that and they wouldn't try to fix anything or add anything new and stuff. And thankfully that didn't happen. Thankfully they kind of they have some people with good heads on their shoulders, and they decided to push the envelope even further with Tears of the Kingdom, which is really impressive if you think about it, because most of the time, especially in a capitalistic society, all game studios do this. If you give them too much money, they'll just stop innovating. Because why would they? Like there's no incentive anymore. You can just keep churning the exact same thing with less and less and lesser quality, and people will still buy it and it'll still make money. So I'm very glad that so far it hasn't happened, and I'm hoping it'll never happen. Because I mean, I didn't play Tears of the Kingdom, but like from all I've read, people are saying that they like either they preferred it to Breath of the Wild, or it was a very, very close call between the two, which is amazing in my opinion. Any developer I've ever seen change the release date of their games to an earlier release? It's super rare that it happens. I don't think I remember it happening also, aside from Monolith. I don't think so. It might have happened for like... No, I don't think so. I think you're right. I think it's the first time. I've seen it happen like once or twice with movies, like movie studios and movies. It's rare that it happens, but it happens. But for games, it's super rare. But what it tells you, Deku, also, it's and that's the thing that's interesting, is like it's not even like, oh, you know, they were so efficient that they finished the game 3 months earlier. It's not even that. They were so efficient that they finished the game way before then, like way. Like the game had been done for a while, apparently. And the only reason it was in September instead of July was for marketing reason from Nintendo. Otherwise, it would have been out before then even. That's how efficient Monolith Soft is, which is just bonkers to me. With the quality of the titles they're releasing and the scope and size of them, they're wizards. By far, my favorite gaming company right now. Monolith Soft. They're releasing bangers after bangers. They've not failed once, and they're trying to innovate all the time, and it's just like games will often try to innovate in things like gameplay or visuals. Like Monolith Soft does that, and also they were like, let's invent new musical instruments to make the soundtrack for 3. Like, think about that. Like, it's not even like they're not even on the level of like just trying to innovate on gameplay and or story or graphics like every other company. They're like, no, we know we can innovate on all those things. We're good at that. Now let's go into the even more art parts of video games with like music and crazy. Because it was more limited in talk. Talk was good, but it offered too much freedom. That makes sense to me, actually. I didn't play the game, but like that's a worry that I had. It's like when you take the time to craft like a super intricate kind of way to get into an enemy fortress or whatever, and then like somebody can just take a balloon and teleport to the top and get the chest. It's just not as interesting to me as taking the time to do the entire exploration on foot, almost, of like all the other stuff that's been put there for you to see that you're bypassing by just flying over it, you know? So that has merit. It makes sense. It was to give Splatoon 3 more time to cook. Yeah, also. But that's interesting, Elsito, right? Like they were trying to give another game more time to cook. So it wasn't even like anything to do with their own game. It was just like Nintendo was trying to help another studio, essentially. Yeah, like think about like how it's not even like, oh, the guy was just really passionate about the music he was making in the game, whatever. It's just like it's the amount of care they put into every facet of the game, and not just the thing that every studio does, which is gameplay, graphics, you know? Like they went above and beyond that by making sure that like even the music, they were even in the music they were innovating, and then like and also like their games are like, they're not bug free by any stretch, but like they're extremely stable games overall in general. Maybe not like directly at release, but like they like I don't think I've crashed once since I've played, right? I don't think I've crashed once during the first game Definitive Edition or the second game so far. But people have told me like, oh, you could potentially crash or whatever, but I don't remember crashing. Maybe I did, but like I don't remember. Or maybe I did once, but still like once in like a 200-hour playthrough, like crazy. I don't know what a Skell is, but I'm assuming it's those big mechs in X. Yeah, I mean, overall, they're very polished games, or at the very least, like the bugs are so kind of either hard to get or inconsequential that like just it's not something that I hear people talk about whenever the game, like one of their games releases. Like I never hear people say like, oh, whenever I watch a review or whatever, it's never like, oh, and the game was buggy as hell. Like that, it just doesn't happen really with Xenoblade title. Um, could be because like there's a whole lot less people are playing them rather than, you know, compared to other sort of games, especially like Western titles. Or it could be that like they're actually extremely bug free in comparison to a lot of other releases. Dolls in Japanese? Oh, dude, I love dolls. They should have called them dolls in English. Oh, that sounds so good. I much prefer that, to be honest. I mean, Skulls works as well, but like dolls sounds so cool. Damn, man. Sometimes I wish they would keep, because I feel like Japanese words for things in games or animes and whatever, it's so flowery. Like there's like, it's so unique. Like for example, like the freaking guild in Log Horizon, right? Like the guild's called like Debauchery Tea Party. Like I couldn't come up with that, even if I wanted to. Like I couldn't come up with those kind of this specific amalgamation of words that makes it sound super awesome for some reason, you know? Like it has like such a unique flair. Like I'm sad that sometimes we just lose that to transform it into something that's more Western, because they think that, like, you know, people wouldn't think that it sounds cool or whatever. But like dolls for giant mechs, like the name of a giant mech being called a doll sounds so much better and cooler and more unique than Skell, because Skell just sounds like a skeleton, which makes sense because it's like, you know, you think about like exoskeleton or whatever, but like it doesn't sound as unique as dolls. I would have never thought of calling a giant mech a doll, like, ever. It would have not even crossed my mind. But the fact that, like, for them it did, and like now I know it exists, like it sounds so cool. And I wish I was that creative whenever I'm thinking of like just random things, you know? It had a bunch of English terminology in the Japanese release since it takes place in New Los Angeles, but sadly most of it was streamlined and localized for the Western release. That's unfortunate. It really depends though if it sounds bad or not, because like I know some English kind of sounds very weird. I've seen like t-shirts from Japan that are horrendous. So some of it I can understand they would change, but like it's unfortunate whenever they change all of it and you lose part of the charm as well, you know? But yeah. Because spoilers, but Blade is the acronym of an organization in Xenoblade X, and the acronym is so much cooler in the original release. So the English original release, the acronym was better than the new acronym they made for DE? Or you mean like in Japanese it was cooler? Like, is it like English V1 that was better than V2, or is it like Japanese versus English? Hold on, I'm booting up the game while we talk, because I just saw the time, and we're not playing right now. I got carried away. You guys are too fun to talk to. So yeah, I'm 100% blaming you guys for this. Stop being awesome, guys. Is basically what I'm saying. No, actually, don't stop. Because I like it. Did I just take a freaking screen? I think I took a screenshot. I didn't mean to. Japanese original release added an English acronym from Blade, which was changed for the Western release on the Wii U for the worst. Really? So the original Blade acronym was a kind of broken English acronym, and it sounded better? Okay, when would be a good time for me to be able to see that acronym without spoilers? Would it be like once I've seen what it is or what Blade is in X, then I can look it up? Or is it like there's a story thing that I need to wait much further? By the way, I'm going to repeat what I said last stream because it's still relevant. Whenever my OBS was completely kaput, I had to nuke the entire install, including all of my settings for everything. That includes video settings for the stream, mic settings, just all the things. And so if there's anything wonky at all, like if there's screen lag or sound lag or, you know, echoey mic or whatever, make sure to let me know as soon as you can so I can try and fix it. Because if nobody tells me, I'll never know. And then I'll be, and then it'll suck for people that are watching the YouTube videos afterward. After chapter 1. Oh, cool. Okay, so I'll be able to kind of see it fairly rapidly then. Nice. Awesome. What was I doing? I know we have side quests that we have to do. I'm pretty sure last time we've opened all the chests. Oh no, there's this one apparently I can open now. So we have one chest we can open. And okay, let's do a quick, trip around the world to open up any chests if I see any in the map, and then we'll do the side quest. And then if we have time afterwards, we'll start unlocking nodes, blade nodes. There's a lot of blade nodes we can unlock now.
Remind me why we're here again?
I think there's like a bunch of them that's like killing X number of monsters, and those will be super easy to get, so.
The suspense is killing me.
Buried down here.
I do, Nelsito. Yeah, we'll be able to do that as well. Yep. Thank you so much for the list. I really appreciate it.
The suspense is killing me.
Me too. Excuse the heck out of me? My guy. That was an insane chest. What do you mean?
I like talismans as much for their...
We just, okay. Like, what the heck? Like, I got like, look at that. I got 4 max attack 3, 1 max barrier 3, fast blade switch 3, twice. Like all of them that one chest. Damn, son. Yeah, the max barrier, but I don't have one right now, unfortunately. I only have one. I don't have 2, but still, damn, dude. I think they had like I kind of like that one. I don't really care for that. Maybe one of those. Is there anything you can swap with mine? I like the crit one. Nah, I kind of like both of those. And this one is okay. Trying to see if I should, like, maybe drop something somewhere. Get the other 20%. Is the 20%, like, is the fast blade switch 20%? Is that on only on that specific blade, or does it apply across the board to everybody? I'm assuming it's blade specific, but or rather, like, you know, team specific. Like, for example, because I equipped one on Aegeon, it would only apply to whenever E is switching in and out, which means it would only apply to Yugo. And not like anybody else, because, you know, it's on him specifically. Which one is it? Am I correct, or? Yeah, like but the oh, I see what you mean. Okay, the driver wouldn't swap in necessarily faster. True. Yeah, I guess so. So it would only apply to Aegeon specifically within that team? If so, it's a little less useful. I mean, it's not bad by any means, but it's definitely less useful than I thought it was. Could be useful on could be useful on her actually. Like probably more useful than to restore health on Art. Because if the restores health on Art only applies to her specifically whenever she's in the field, then it's not that useful because most of her skills already heal anyway, and so she's just healing very slightly more than she already does. So it'd probably be better to have her being able to swap in faster, meaning that she would be able to be on the field more often, which means more heals. And so it would probably be better than the 3.5% increase, I think. I mean, we'll try it out. We'll see. But like that was a crazy chest. I feel like. Am I nuts? I feel like that was a huge chest that we just opened. I mean, it was a white chest, but like usually I open a white chest and there's barely anything in it. Like that one felt good. Or not anything, but like sometimes, like very often lately, it felt like I would open a chest and it would just be stuff that would be too old. As if like I was supposed to maybe get to the point where I was able to open it before I reach the levels I'm at. Because now I have better stuff already, and then the stuff that I would loot would just be not as good. It's the first time that I open a chest, I feel like in a while, that I can immediately see an upgrade, like straight up. Aside from maybe when I loot new chips. That's true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so perfect then. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. Okay, so we got that chest open. Let's take a look at the other. There's nothing here. There is nothing here. Stuff here. Nope. 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 Here. Nothing here. So yeah, we're good. We're good chest-wise. Okay. Let's do the side quest. We have a couple side quests that we can do. And by couple, I mean literally 2. And not even 1, actually, because this one we can't even do. So this one. Yeah. Okay. And I'm confused because no, yeah, we've picked so last stream, I didn't remember this. So last stream we picked a whole bunch of new quests, and even then we already completed them. Dude, that's crazy. I did so much last stream. I'm surprised. Seems like I did a whole lot.
Suddenly, it all looks so different.
All right, remind me why we're here again?
Just confirm. No, there's more quests. There we go. Okay, I thought so. I was like, that's weird. That didn't make sense to me. Here we go. I knew there was more quests. Oh. This is ancestral Tornan land. It's normal for it to be... Is it... It's normal for it to be attacked. I don't think so. Ah, but maybe that's the problem. This enemy isn't normal, so that's why this has happened. If you close your eyes to the fires of war and rebellion happening on the opposite shore, this is what happens. I'll talk to Morumo. We'll have to call the Chamber's emergency committee. Can't let it happen twice. No siree. Don't rest. Wasn't even his quest? Bruh, give me your quest. Is the stream lagging? Oh, no, I'm seeing the error. Hold on. No, it's not you. I receive enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, hold on. Let me try something. Oh, it's receiving a lot too. What the heck? Oh, no, I see it. It's me. It's me. It's my internet. Straight up. I just saw it. I thought it was like my settings, but it's not my settings. It's the internet itself. Are we back and you guys? Yeah? Seems like we're back to normal. Okay. So I'm hoping that means we're good. Since Deku seems to be saying that he sees me. We're back again. Great. Okay. Apologies for it took a while because I had to reboot the router, and whenever I do that, it takes a good amount of time before it comes back up. But I'm glad it's working now. Still some lag, kind of back. Still some lag, really? Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me know whenever you guys see me. But I mean, honestly, if this doesn't fix it, I'll wait until you guys confirm, but see you, but you're still lagging a lot. Even right now? Really? I have no markers right now. No markers on YouTube or OBS telling me I'm lagging. Interesting. Really? Huh. Okay, what about now? Does that work? Or am I still lagging? I'm gonna assume it's fine now.
Good work, everyone. I'm all adventured out.
I'm
Let me know if you want to rest.
looking everywhere and I don't see anything. Yeah, fingers crossed. Okay. Honestly though, if whatever I'm trying ends up not working, there's only one other option. I mean, two other options. One of them would be to reboot the PC, which I don't think is going to help because the issue isn't the video encoding, it's the internet. The other option left for me would be to call the ISP, but if I do that, then for sure the stream is over because there's no way, you know, whatever they're going to do is going to be fixed within like at least an hour. Exactly. Good work, everyone. Okay, well, I mean, if it works, I'm not even going to talk about it. Let's just play. I'm scared of saying anything and jinxing it. Why doesn't he? You know, I'm gonna rest. I'm thinking it might be a rest thing. I'm just gonna do it. I'm feeling like it's probably a rest thing for the quest to pop up because it's right there. It's just I can't pick it up for some reason. Also, I'm playing as freaking what's his face? I don't want to play as him. Oh, there it is. Okay. There you are. I've been looking for you everywhere. No. Lower than the recommended what? Yeah, I know YouTube. Thank you. YouTube's like, because here's what I had to do, guys. I had to lower the bit rate of the YouTube stream down, like way down than I used to. Because my internet is pooping out right now. So like I need to give it less juice because it can't go all the way. And YouTube's like, you're giving me only 6,000 kilobytes per second, and I need 13.5 thousand to be in excellent condition. I'm like, dude, I wish I could give you that, but right now I can't. Like I'm aware of all of this, but this is as good as I can make it for now. I'll fix it later. I can't do any better, YouTube. You're gonna have to suck it up and stop giving me the alert every 5 seconds. So is it watchable for you guys, or is it like pixelated and to hell and back? Like how's the video feed looking? Is it okay, or YouTube will have to cope? I mean, yeah, for sure. As long as it's running, I don't really care. Other than, you know, if it's unwatchable, then obviously it's just as bad as if it was lagging. But perfectly watchable. Okay, then. Well, then whatever. YouTube can suck on my big toe. Yeah. Oh, I love that, Deku. That was great. We play games on the Switch. We're used to it. That's true. We won't be able to say that for much longer, though. Very soon. But yeah. Okay. Oh, you're that traveling performer's friend, aren't you? Is something wrong? I'm sorry to approach uninvited, but this is urgent. I just couldn't wait. Don't worry about it. We always have time to hear a person out. What's got you so flustered? Thank you. It's Leo. He's gone missing. He must have gone searching for the rainbow blossom. Rainbow what now? It's, Oh, I really thought it'd be enough to make him give this whole thing up. I never thought he'd actually go and... That's your mistake right there. He's the type who only gets more fired up by obstacles. You could have told me that sooner. I'm not really an expert, but is love really a thing that needs to be proven? I just don't understand how someone can believe in something so blindly. All this talk of love and destiny he spouts. He may be impulsive and hot-headed, but he's not a liar, just an idiot, like he clearly demonstrated back there. That's not what I mean. You don't trust him, and you're afraid to open up to him because you're not sure. That's so wrong? I didn't say that. I just thought that maybe your real reason lay elsewhere. Anyway, this rainbow blossom, are you sure it's really extinct? I couldn't say for sure, but I've heard that here in Torna it may have survived in a secret area somewhere. You used to have to see it all over before, but then with exploitation and changes in the climate, its numbers dwindled. Is that so? Then I imagine it would also try to seek out the secret area you speak of. He fancies himself an adventurer, does he now? I'm sorry you had to get involved in our stupid business. You know, I didn't mean for anything bad to happen, It's okay, we understand. For starters, we'll go search for clues. There's absolutely no need for you to blame yourself. Proof of love. Okay, sure.
We never turn a blind eye to people in need.
See, I knew there were more quests. It was impossible.
Did you sleep well? Well, I didn't.
You should see your bed hair. Ah, that woke you up, didn't it?
that interaction was great. Depends. Sometimes it gets frustrating. I'm not sure what makes it frustrating though. Maybe because sometimes like a love confession that takes a while, they'll build up anticipation in a good way. And a good example of that would be what's the name of it? The name escapes me. Give me 5 seconds, I'll get it back. It's the freaking anime I watched. Oh god, what's the name of it? Drawing a huge blank. Dan Da Dan. Yeah, Dan Da Dan was a very good example of, or is a very good example of love confession taking a long time to, and still feeling good. Like you really kind of like it keeps you on the edge of your seat, but like in a good way. So I think it needs to have like just enough like charm to it, and I think for it to feel good, you also have to make sure that like both sides feel the same about the situation and are kind of just afraid to do the confession. That works better for me. Whenever like one side clearly is not interested and the other side is, and that doesn't work as well. Miraculous Ladybug because of how annoying they were with the secret love. I heard it's still not resolved. Wait, really? I don't even know what Miraculous Ladybug is. I guess like there has to be a point, yeah, where like eventually it needs to happen though. Because Dan Da Dan, at the very least, like I didn't read the books, but like the anime at the very least is still very, very early on, so like it makes sense that it still has not happened. But I assume if the anime ran for like 20 years and it still wouldn't have happened, then yeah, probably it would get annoying for a while. He'll be loitering around somewhere, no doubt about it. Sorry, are you a customer? I'm afraid you'll have to wait a bit for the shop to reopen. My husband's gone AWOL. Well, he went out to get fish. Then the Aegis attacked and all the fish around here went belly up, you remember? Well, around that time, he said, I'll catch the fish myself and went off by himself somewhere. And he's not been back since. The fish are back at the aquaculture shop now, so there's no reason not to reopen the shop except no husband. And there are lots of monsters outside, so I can't exactly abandon the shop and go wandering. I'm ashamed to burden the customer with something like this, but I need someone to find my husband and tell him to get back here to the capital. Can you help me? My husband said that he wanted to go up to Cooley Lake to land a big catch someday. So you might start up there. Hope you can find him for me. Thanks. Yeah. French superhero show, the main girl is in love with the main boy. The main boy is in love with the main girl's heroic alter ego, which does not love the main boy. The heroic alter ego is just too frustrating since they never tell each other their secret. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, that could get annoying, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. There might be like some other components that I'm not describing right about Dan the Dan that makes it so charming. But like it just feels because you see the two characters and they really love each other. Like they seem to be in love with each other, but like they're just teenagers too shy to tell each other basically. But it's super charming. Like the way it's like shown is so it's not frustrating at all. It's so cute. Our scenes are so well done in the anime. Like it reminded it, like I had flashback of like high school love, you know, like having a crush on someone or whatever. Like it felt so real. Like it was really well done. Okay, oh wait, which one did I activate? Is it the quest? Oh, I took the other one. It's this one I want. For now. Yeah. We'll do all of them, obviously, but like I want to start with this one because it's the closest one we have. Miraculous Ladybug. It's surprising. Like when you say it's a show, is it like a cartoon? Or is it like in live action? Oh, more of these.
Slow.
So 2 quests roughly in the same spot that have the exact same mechanic. Interesting. Oh, goes in the opposite direction of where I thought it would go. Okay. Really, you're just gonna do a big circle and then like somehow wind up exactly there? Lol. Okay. The trail ends here. Our mystery opponents must have scaled the cliff, or perhaps soared up and over. Are we talking about the same beast, Prince? Our stumpy, trembly friend. Now it has wings, is that it? That would be a curious and fascinating development, no? It cannot have simply vanished, can it? Don't be stupid. It's a dumb animal running around in circles. Oh, yes, of course. How silly of me. Isn't that ghost actually exists? Oh my. Hayes, are you afraid of ghosts? Nonsense. I'm just concerned about the possibility. I see. Very well then. I should probably not mention that. Huh? What do you mean by that? Oh, don't you feel its presence? Even though it's right behind you? Dude, I love that. It's great. Bridget, stop. Don't you think that was somewhat mean, Bridget? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't actually think she would fall for it. Lady Laura, please. There are no ghosts, right? Ghosts don't exist, do they? You'll have to excuse Hayes. This is her one and only weakness. It's alright, Hayes. If we do ever see a ghost, which we won't, I promise I'll chase it away for you. Good? Oh, dude, she's so freaking charming. I hate that she's so charming. Now, Bridget, you needn't be pouting like a chided school child. You've shown us a side of you we don't often get to see. That alone is worth noting. Thank you, Majesty. Come on, all of you. All this fawning is making me itchy. Fine. Seems the trail has gone cold. Let's go back and report on our investigation so far. Okay, let's go back. It's a 3D cartoon. Hold on, let me get the other chat. I have the wrong chat open right now. It's a cartoon with a French. I wish it was French. Tokusatsu? I think part of it is that I'm kind of sick of secret identities and superhero stories in general. The Flash CW show was particularly painful with this. It felt like every season Barry had to learn the same lesson that he would be. Oh yeah, the CW shows are terrible for that. 100,000%. If you've ever watched Supernatural, it gets ridiculous how often they recycle the same freaking conflict every season. It's so annoying. Really, Deku? Yeah, yikes. Yeah, like Supernatural, like, you know, no spoilers if you haven't seen it really, but like it's always the same pattern every season, so you didn't like it's. I'm not spoiling story beats per se, but like it's the same thing. It's always the same, the same kind of roughly the same mechanic. So every season, the season starts with one of the brothers having a secret, a dark secret, for whatever reason, hiding it from the other because he thinks he can deal with it alone, and then it doesn't work because it never does, and then it you know at the like eventually the other brother like it creates conflict. They're mad at each other, and then eventually the other brother kind of like towards the end helps him deal with the issue or whatever the secret was. And then they promise each other that they'll from now on they'll always be truthful with each other. And then the next season starts, and it starts over again. Every single season for like 10 seasons. It's the same exact thing every time. So yeah. Nera, hey! Red Raid, yo! Hey, what's up, you guys? Demon Warrior, Ren Gonzalez. Oh my god. Hello. Oh, did my alert not pop up? I don't think I've seen a... Oh, I think it was like a real... Yeah. Hello, you guys. You love discussing tropes and writing? Oh, dude, I would love to talk further with you, Advent, I'm sure. We're talking about... Well, I mean, just now I was talking about Supernatural. Like, just before we were talking about The Flash. Yeah. And secret identity with superheroes in general, the way they were written and stuff. Rita, hey! Oh my god, thank you so very much, Rita. You are the freaking best. Thank you. You honestly, every time you brighten my day so much. Thank you so very much for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. Wowie, hey, what's up? Nera, are you winning, son? I am winning. Yeah. Popo, hey, what's up? How you doing? Torna's going well. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with Torna. I couldn't stream very much lately, but like but Torna's been fantastic. I'm still very much digging the side quest, like the writing in some of them. Like it's really good. Really enjoying it. Aaron Kelly, hey, what's up, Bread Raid? Absolutely. Happy to hear it and enjoy the side questing. Oh, thank you so much. How have you So wait, Rita, you jumped into 3, right? Or did you not? I know you were playing Kingdom Hearts. Are you done with Kingdom Hearts? Are you complete? I know you were. I know because I kind of lost track. I know you were playing Kingdom Hearts for a while. You haven't streamed 3 yet. You're playing X now. Great, fantastic. How are you liking X? I'm about to jump in X. Basically, once we're done with this, I'm jumping in X. I'm probably gonna take like a week or 2 break, but I'm gonna jump into X as soon as I can. Yeah, I did say Advent. Yeah, I got your name right. Perfect. Awesome. X is super cool. You love it? Oh, awesome. I heard it's not a story heavy, obviously, and it's a lot of side questing. So I'm enjoying side questing in Torna. So I'm hoping that's going to be, I'm going to enjoy it as well in X. But the thing is, like in Torna, the main story is also freaking fantastic. So like if the main story is kind of lame, I probably won't enjoy it as much. But like if it's a good main story and then a good side quest, I'm gonna love it. The thing that worries me the most about X is the gameplay, like the combat system mostly, because it's different than 2 and Torna, and I'm so used to it now that it's gonna feel really weird changing it up, you know? X as the best side quests in Xeno? Really? Wow, that's high praise. I'm excited. I'm very excited. It's great, Popo. You like it? Nice. Nice, but yeah, Advent. I'm sure we would love to chat together. I'm actually trying to like practice my writing. I would love to write a sci-fi fantasy novel, and so I've been kind of working on that. And so I'm trying to avoid tropes and stuff. And I'm listening and I'm reading a lot of books, but I'm also listening to a lot of like writing tips and tricks from other authors and stuff, and like they're talking about tropes and things. So yeah, I love talking about that stuff. Had the system overhauled? It's so different now. Really? But I mean, I didn't play the original Nera, so like I wouldn't be able to compare. Combat is super fluid in X. It's like XC1 combat on steroids. Yeah, but like if you compare XC1 to XC2, I much like miles prefer XC2 combat to XC1. I didn't vibe with XC1's combat all that much.
This is handy.
And so that's why I'm scared. I'm scared that like it's gonna be too much like XC1, and I wasn't a big fan of XC1. Though I probably just sucked at it, and probably I would, you know, if I spend more time doing it, I probably would get better. I would assume. At least that's the hope, right? Because otherwise, if I spent like 100 hours playing X and I never get better at it, I am probably very bad at video games. So I'm mostly saying this from the very short hours of playing on Wii U. I mean, this is the weird part, is I do have the Wii U version. Like, because originally the plan was to play all the Xenoblades, and so I made because I already had a Wii U, so I made sure to get a physical copy of X because I didn't believe it would ever get ported to the Switch. And so I was all in. I was ready to play the Wii U version. But now that it's on the Switch, I got the Switch version as well. Like I have my physical copy. I just never played it. So like I own it. I just never played it. Or rather, that's not true. I remember playing like maybe an hour, but it was so long ago. I don't really remember anything. The only thing I sort of remember was the map being on the controller and like resource nodes of some kind. That's all I remember. I don't remember anything else. So I don't even remember the combat. So like I just and I haven't watched any trailers either. Like I'm gonna go in as blind as I can. speed up the combat in X so it's fastest in the series. Really? Oh, that could be interesting though, because that could be very interesting actually. Like a faster combat system, because that's part of the reason why I think Torna works even better than 2 combat wise, and probably why people like Torna's combat better than 2 is because it's faster. Or at the very least, it feels faster. It feels like you're doing more stuff more often, and so, and it's more involved. There's more buttons to push, and so it feels more involved, and so it makes you feel like you're constantly doing something. So like it's interactive. The thing you remember is gone. There's no gamepad now, and they replaced it with a dedicated map button. Well, I mean, there you go. so there you go. Yeah, even better. Perfect. Rita, I don't know if you're still around, but like if you are you done with Kingdom Hearts 1? And if you are done with Kingdom Hearts 1, what do you think about it? I don't remember if you told me that it was your first time playing the game or if it was you replaying it. But especially if it was your first time, I would love to hear what you thought of it, because I remember the first time I played Kingdom Hearts 1, and admittedly, it was a long time ago. Like it was when the game released, so like it you know, by that point, I hadn't played a whole massive amount of games I did today, but it still was like it just shattered me when I finished the game. Thanks for all your effort. Well, have you found anything? We found some tracks, but we hit a dead end while following them. Is there any chance that what you saw was a human, but a monster? Ah. Wait, over there. Who's that? Huh? No, I will not fall for the same trick twice. There is no such thing as ghosts. Haze, look out! Oh, so they jump. Yeah, they don't have wings. They don't fly. They just jump. Goggles? Oh boy, this is bad. Carnelian, go get reinforcements. But what about you? We'll be fine. If there's one thing we're good at, it's stuff like this. Then it seems we're more alike than I thought. Please hold the post for me a while, and no dying on the job, you hear? As if we were gonna die to 3 goggles. Like, come on. Just in case she's not there, she's not done with KH1 yet. Okay, great, awesome. Thank you, Nara. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll have to tune in to either the live stream or the videos once she's done, for sure. I really want to see her playthrough. Do you know though if it's her first time playing it or if it's like a replay? That's what I don't remember. I know I asked the question before and I'm pretty sure she told me, but like I forgot. Ooh, not great. Did not like that. Heat topple. Oh no, we got stench. Oh, I don't like stench. One man down. Pretty much your first time playing KH overall. Oh, that's even better. Oh, I need to watch it then. 100%. I want to be there for that. Like especially if she plans on playing the other ones, like if she plans on getting into like 2 and so on. Oh, there's even more. Okay. Like, it's more than just 3 goggles, but I mean, not enough for it to be like a worry, really. Even more. Look at that. Elect goggle? What does that mean? Oh, I did too fast. Way too fast. There it is. That wasn't even close to being difficult. That was so easy. She's printing out the RPGs that she plays, so honestly, no idea when she'll get to the others. Oh, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not really surprised. Hey, Jones, what's up? How you doing? How you been? I've been fine, man. Mostly, I was sick the last 2 days. I mean, 2 days ago, and yesterday I was kind of recuperating. But yeah, I think the seasonal kind of depression or funk is getting to me right now. I'm just not feeling like anything. Playing this though makes me feel really good, but like it's the starting anything that doesn't appeal to me really. Like whenever I'm not like right now, for example, if I were not streaming right now, I probably would just not be doing much of anything. I just don't feel like starting anything for some reason. Hey, Phoenix, what's up? Braid Raider? Dude, I appreciate that. Thank you. Even though I was a little late, you're more than welcome. Thank you so very much for following with the raid. That's awesome. Spring summer, you just feel it's a good time, but really I feel you. Usually it's me in the winter. Yeah, I think what bummed me out, Jones, is that like spring was coming and then like it started to be winter again for me. I don't know for you, but like for me, like it was getting warmer. I was even able to go out like in shoes and shorts and like a t-shirt, maybe like a light coat, and I was more than fine. And then the last 3 days, it's been snowing and freezing outside again. And I think that bummed me out more than anything. It's still back and forth here too at times. Yeah, and I think that's the issue. Whenever like spring is going to start in earnest and freezing and snow is going to be super rare, I think it'll be better because I'll have even more sun, right? And it'll be kind of nicer. But I think right now it's that and like work and just a bunch of different things that just make me kind of bummed out at the moment. It happens, you know. That's why I said, like, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish Torna. I mean, not tonight, obviously, but I'm going to finish Torna, and then I'm probably going to take, like, a week or 2 break. And then we'll play X. Just so I can have, like, a breather in between. That's true, Deku. Yeah, it's mostly gone already. But it's just like today was freezing again in the apartment because that's the annoying part, right? It's like I keep like removing the heating and then like it gets freezing again, and so I have to crank up the heating up again, and it's just annoying. Like I spent the last 3 days freezing my ass off because I was too stubborn to increase the heating again. And then I finally caved today and I cranked it all the way up. And now I'm much better, but yeah. I was just being stubborn. I didn't want to do it. Nara, do you know like what other like franchise or series she thought of getting into? Because I'm curious to see if she would ever get into the Trails of series, Rita. I'd be very curious to see her play through that as well at some point. I think that'd be cool. They gave me a fright. What was that just now? Say, this wasn't this first time we were neck deep in goggles, right? Is that coincidence? I don't think so. I don't think I'm ready to joke about it yet, personally. But they may have been the relatives of the goggles we fought earlier. They're definitely driven. Yeah, it's hard to think they were actually storming the city. I think your theory is the more valid one. Oh. Looks like we got some fans while we weren't looking. Sorry you had to wait. Is everyone okay? Hale and hearty, as you can see. So we didn't have to rush after all. Still, that was a job well done. Carnelian did good bringing us here. Say, I don't suppose you feel like joining my little team. We can always use more skilled fighters. Dude, Onyx, it's the third time you've asked me to join. I don't want to, okay? Like, I'm not interested. Stop. Oh wait, is he still talking about Carnelian or me? If he's talking about Carnelian, it's fine. If he's talking about me, I don't want to. Like, please. I'm honored by the invitation, really I am, but what would happen to this guard post then? Alright, you got a point. How about we put Charles Sidney back on guard duty then, and have Carnelian join the main team? Hold on a moment, why can they both serve together? Didn't you say you wanted more skilled fighters? Well, see, guarding the gates to the capital is the foundation of our duties. It's not like just anyone could do it. I think for sure that one of the siblings needs to stay here. In that case, it's simple. It'll be fine. It's here, so my kid brother can... You know, I hate it when you do that. Stop acting all goody-goody, bro. Chelsea, what are you talking about? You think you always have to take the back seat, right? Just because you're older, you have to be all nice to me. Well, do that. It only makes you feel good, and I'm sick of it. I'm sorry to butt in here, but there's one thing I have to say. You really want to bicker like this? If the fighting breaks out tomorrow, you might never see each other again. If you don't end tonight on a good note, you could regret it for the rest of your lives. She's right. There's no guarantee that peace will return anytime soon. I didn't quite realize that before. I'm really sorry. Me too. I said a bit too much. Sarge, I got a request. Could I please get a demotion? I want to cool my head, take a tour of the gates again, see if I can do better this time around. Oh, that's sudden. You sure, son? Yes, sir. There might be another attack like we had today. My bro is here all alone. I'll be worried. Aw, you're not just saying that, are you? I told you to cut it out, didn't I? Just treat me like a regular squad mate, standing duty together, alright? We'll share the burden and work arm in arm like brothers should. I'm sorry. I don't think I understood until now how I made you feel. That's because you're dumb, bro. Go on, just say thank you and let's be done with it. I love a happy ending. Oh, get a grip. I feel like the next time goggles come, you guys will be ready for them. Oh, anything but those. Well, any way you cut it, at least we'll feel safe with such expert gate guards keeping watch. Looks like I'll have to start recruiting squad members from scratch. Good job. She's going to play FF15, really? My thermostats allows me to have a range of when the heater or AC should be on. I mean, me too, but it's just like I didn't set it. Like I had literally turned them off completely. Because I can do that too. I can just like shut it off, and that's what I did. You thought I said Tales of series. I mean, yeah, Tales of would be fantastic to see her watch play as well. But I'd be curious to see her play Trails too. Like Trails. I mean, it's a series I want to get into myself. Like I haven't played much of it. I only played like the very first game, which I'm gonna replay again whenever the remake comes out. But I'd be super because it's so there's so much dialogue, and if I remember correctly, it's not all voiced. I'm pretty sure the main story is all voiced, but like all the side quests, side characters, it's not voiced at all, if I remember correctly. And if I'm right, I would love to see her voice act through the series, because there's a lot of that, like a huge amount of dialogue in that series. I did, Nara. Yeah, I did play a few of them. I think my very first Tales of game was Tales of Destiny 2, which I never completed because it wasn't my game. It was like a friend. Like I was in high school and I went to a friend's house that had the game, so we kind of like I saw him play and I played a tiny bit of it. When I actually started like myself, I did Symphonia all the way. Symphonia 2, which I didn't particularly like. I did most of Vesperia, couldn't finish it. Was not a huge fan of Vesperia. And I did almost all of Berseria, which I really liked. I did Legendia all the way, which the game was fine. I just really, really disliked the art style, and it was too short. But the art style mostly was just so weird. It was like a weird kind of chibi, like 3D chibi kind of characters, and I didn't like it at all. And and I did the most recent one. What's the name of it? Berseria was peak. Berseria was so great. I freaking loved it. I don't remember why I didn't finish it. I think it's because like another game came out and I kind of lost focus. But it was a really freaking good game. All the characters were fantastic. The combat was super cool. To me, that was the best one. Probably was Berseria. Still to this day, like it was my favorite one. Tales of the what's the most recent one? Like it just came out. Like Tales of Arise. Tales of Arise. So Tales of Arise, I enjoyed it, but the combat became extremely repetitive, super button mashy, like too button mashy. Like almost, it didn't feel like there was much strategy to it, though there was, but like you could just basically like smash your face against the wall until you beat fights, which was fairly easy to do. And the first half of the game was super strong. The second half of the game was losing steam extremely fast, and by the end of it, I was so done. I couldn't wait for it to be over. I was so done with that game. I finished it for the sake of finishing it, but I was not having fun at the end. Like not at all. But the very first half was fantastic. Vesperia, it was a remake for me. Vesperia was a strange game for me because I played the 360 version. So whenever the game released, I didn't have a 360, and all the trailers and all the reviews made it look so freaking cool. Like the characters looked interesting, the world looked interesting, and I really I got so freaking hyped for that game. And it was kind of like this mystical game that I just could never play because I didn't have the console to play it. And I used to work in a video game rental store, and so at one point I just rented one of the 360s that we had, and I rented the game. and I finally put it in and I played the start of it and I freaking loved it. And then the 360 died whilst I had it. Like red ring, just straight up. And so I never finished it because I was at the very, very beginning and I was so freaking sad. And I was like, I'll never play this game. Like it's over. And then eventually they released it on Switch. I got it and I played it and I was so excited and I enjoyed big parts of it. And eventually I stopped enjoying it. Like, I just couldn't get into the story. It felt extremely, not boring, but like it was just, I don't know. It just the story didn't grab me at all. The characters felt super, like, especially the one they added, like a Patty, I think, like the kind of pirate girl they kind of added after the fact, like as a DLC, and they kind of put it into the base cartridge whenever it got on the Switch. She didn't fit at all. She like it was so weird. It was just like it's like you're reading a book and they just decided to throw in an additional character that has nothing to do with anything. And didn't add anything more or interesting to the story or the other characters or whatever. Like, it just felt so disjointed. One thing though is the music in Vesperia and the world building in Vesperia was really cool. Like, some of the locales they have, like for the cities or dungeons or whatever, like some of them, like to this day, are still in my mind because I really like them. But like the and the characters were kind of cool too, like just the design of them and stuff. Like the dog, I don't remember the name, but like, yeah, it was super cool. Repeat was really cool. The main character was kind of cool as well. So like so those things were cool, but like I didn't vibe with it, and I was so sad because I had waited so long. Like, I hyped it up so much in my mind that I feel like I almost had to be disappointed. There was no way it was going to live up to my hype. So yeah, repeat. Yeah, okay. So I unfortunately Vesperia didn't. I like maybe at some point I'll just play it again just to kind of like maybe I was too harsh on it, you know? I don't know. The other game that, like, the other Tales game that has like a mystical status in my mind, and I'm scared of playing because I'm scared I'm going to be disappointed like I was with Vesperia, is the one that was on one of the games that was on PS2. It was Tales of the Abyss. Yeah, Tales of the Abyss is the other Tales games that I build up in my mind because I never got to buy the game when I at the time that it released, and it kind of slipped like past me, and then I never got around to play it or buy it, and I still cling to the hope that eventually it'll get remastered and I'll be able to play it. But like, that's the other Tales of game, like, I've built up so much in my mind and the reviews are so good and everybody says it's so amazing that I'm really scared of playing it because I'm scared I'm going to be disappointed again. That's the other one that, like, I'm worried about. I still would love to play it, but I'm very scared that I'm not gonna like it. It's peak. It's peak. Well, see, there you go. So, but a lot of people were saying, like, to many people, Vesperia is peak. Like to a huge swath of people. Like you look online, like there's, like, it's crazy how many people, like, still to this day consider Vesperia to be like the absolute peak. And I'm just like, I couldn't see it. So that's why I'm worried. because the other game that, like, people say that, I mean, the two other games people say that, Berseria, which it is peak, and then the other one was Tales of the Abyss. So I'm really hoping that, like, Tales of the Abyss turns out to be also peak. But yeah. Oh, that's right. There was another one that I played. I played Tales of... Crap, I don't have the bucks, I think. Tales of Grace's F. I played Tales of Grace's F, which I did enjoy as well. Not as good as the other ones, I feel like, but still kind of cool. And I do own Tales of Xillia on the PS3, but I don't remember having ever played it. So I don't know why I have it. I literally just saw the box now. And I didn't even remember I owned it. So I must not have played it, I think. Somehow. But I'm hoping that one day, because there's been a leak, right? I think that like Tales of Xillia would eventually come as a remaster. So like hopefully that will come as well. Tales of Grace's F, I have on PS3 and I rebought recently for the Switch or PS5, I don't remember. But like I rebought the kind of re-release of it. Oh, and I rebought the re-release of Tales of Symphonia, which I already had on the GameCube and I already had on the PS3 as well. And now I have it again on the PS4, I think I bought it. Because I don't think there was a PS5 version of it. And I wanted to avoid the Switch version of it because apparently it was super busted. But yeah. Grace's is pretty fine, not the best, but the simplicity of everything is a nice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Grace's F was just fine. Like it was a very nice RPG. I really enjoyed it. But yeah. Like Xillia, the only thing that I heard about it was that the sequel was really weird. And that also worries me because the last time I played a game that had a sequel that was very weird was Symphonia. The sequel to Symphonia was really weird and not great at all. It was pretty bad. Not vibe with the combat system and the whole leveling of monsters and like I just nah. And the story was super bad too. It was really, really not fun. Venus, hey, thank you so much for the follow or the sub, I should say, on YouTube. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. I've been alright. You've convinced me to put Berseria on your wish list. Oh, you definitely should. Yeah. So the cool thing about Berseria compared to all the other Tales of games that I've played, mind you, again, I didn't play Tales of the Abyss, so like maybe it's also the case in that game. But like Tales of Berseria was the darkest one I played, essentially. In terms of like it's not exactly that, but it kind of feels that way. It feels like you're playing the bad guys instead of playing the good guys. Like almost like anti-heroes. Which is super fresh. Like you very rarely do that in JRPGs. Most of the time you're playing the heroes that are saving the day. And so it kind of like that alone just drove me to the game. And then like the combat system just like elevated it, and then like the voice acting and the characters and the story and just everything. That game is super freaking good. You have a love-hate relationship with Symphonia 2. Symphonia 2, man. Like, one of the things that I love the most about JRPGs, I mean, there's a few things. I really like, I love me a world map. Like, give me a world map any day. I love that. But like one of the things that I like the most is the part where like you are wandering the world and the story and you're meeting characters and they join your party. Like you're kind of building a party with like a bunch of different characters with personalities and stuff. And you don't get that with Symphonia 2, because Symphonia 2, you're almost always just your two main characters and a bunch of monsters. And if you're lucky, sometimes you get like one of the characters from the first game as a guest character in your party for a little while before they leave. And that kind of sucked. Like I love discovering the personality behind all of the characters and like their backstories and their, like in Xenoblade 2, the cool thing with Xenoblade 2 is you get that in spades, because unlike most JRPGs, you get that twice. You get the characters are joining your party, and then the blades also have their own personality quirks and motivations and goals and backstories and stuff. So you get that even more, which I think is part of the reason why I like it so much. But like Symphonia 2, the whole like you're always two people fighting with monsters, and then the way the system works too is super annoying. Like you get monsters, they fight for you, and then you can evolve them and level them up and so on. And eventually they reach the point where they can no longer evolve. So they evolve back to the base version, the very first version of the monsters that you had, super weak. And it is kind of super weak still, but it has slightly better stats. And so if you level it up all the way again, the last version will be better than the last version you had. But then you can redo the cycle again and again and again and again forever and ever. And it's so freaking annoying. I don't like that. I much prefer a system, like if you're gonna have monsters, I much prefer a system like Pokemon, where like the whatever you have eventually reaches the max and is fully leveled up, and then you can kind of, you know, I prefer that than having to re-level from scratch with slightly better stats over and over and over and over again, like just to infinity. That's just not fun for me. And also because they're monsters, they don't have dialogue in the world. They don't do anything. They're literally just spawn in when you're in a battle, and whenever you're out of battle, they're not there. So like all of that stuff just made the game just not fun for me. That's also why I don't think I'm gonna like. I never played it, but I don't think I'm gonna like FF13 2, because I hear it's kind of the same thing. You have two characters, and then the rest of them are monsters, and I don't think I'm gonna like it. Kind of like if you were playing base as Torna's crew, Malice. Yeah, no, yeah, basically Deku. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So yeah, Symphonia 2 is, yeah. Like, I think the thing that would still probably make me play through 13-2 is the soundtrack is so freaking god tier. I've never played the game, but I've listened to many tracks of that game, and I've been blown away every time. And so I'm sure that alone would probably make me stick with the game long enough to maybe see it through the end, even though I might not enjoy the combat system, but like but I'm scared of trying it because of that reason. But yeah. But yeah, I can't recommend enough, Advent, that you try out Berseria if you get a chance. And also, if you get it on your wish list on Steam, for example, it's probably going to be super cheap at some point. Like I remember, like I think I bought mine. It must have been like $5 at some point. Like there's always random sales on the Tales of games, and I'm sure you'll be able to snatch it up for like a super cheap price eventually. So yeah. The protagonist reminds you of Clive Rossfield. Yeah, better personality in my opinion than Clive Rossfield, but yeah. Yeah, Namco sales are pretty often. Yeah. One thing though that I never understood is why Namco is so adverse to like remastering their old titles. Like it feels like now they're doing it, but it feels like we had to freaking twist their arm to do it, which is so weird. It's like you've made all those amazing Tales of games, and you're kind of sleeping on them, and a lot of people have never played them, and so it's just like it's easy money. You could just be printing money, literally. You just don't want to do it. Like we kind of had to force them to do it by them having to release over years multiple surveys asking what would people like them to do or remaster or release or whatever, and just spamming freaking Tales of titles until they finally decided to do it. Like Namco is such a weird company. Like I don't understand them whatsoever. They don't make any sense. They would rather keep releasing subpar Naruto fighter games with like one extra character in it and then changing the title and adding like a random word at the end, than or any Sword Art game than releasing like more Tales of, or remastering or even allowing freaking the Dot Hack series. I'm not wrong, right? Dot Hack, it was Namco, right? Yeah, it's Namco. Yeah, so yeah, they were refusing. They're not allowing the devs that made Dot Hack series to either remaster them or make more games in that franchise, and they'd rather keep releasing Sword Art shovelware or more like Enemy Fighters. That's what they'd rather do than releasing Tales of and Dot Hack, which are like two franchises that people love, especially Tales of, you know. So yeah, it's super odd. I don't get it. Yeah, it's the same thing with, like, I mean, it's a different situation, but it's kind of the same thing with freaking Konami. Like, now they're getting back into the game business, but like for a while they kind of left, and it's like, dude, they're freaking Suikoden. Like, think about like how huge that is, and they've just kind of they let it die for the longest time. It was so weird, super odd. I'd say it reflects well on the Torna army that we had such great gatekeepers working for us. We need to keep it up and keep recruiting the best.
How reliable.
Thanks for helping me understand Chalcedony's true feelings. We'll continue to guard the peace as brothers. No, as comrades. Hey, it's 2. I got 2 with that one. That's nice. I like that. So, assuming I get 2, I'm assuming this one I might actually get. No, hold on. Is it this one? That's the musician, is it? I'm probably gonna get 2. I'm probably gonna get the girl and the musician's friend, maybe. That's probably gonna be 2. Her might be her and her husband, hopefully, so that might be 2. That's only 4, though. I'd still be missing 4. There might be a follow-up quest to either of those. That's not impossible, actually. There might be more. I agree, Deku. Yeah, like,
Give me a shout next time.
like
something-
honestly, if you were to give me like a list of games I would like today, like, to be announced as remasters, like Xenosaga would be the first in the list, for sure, and then after that, probably a whole bunch of Tales of games, and after that the Dot Hack series, and after that, like, literally anything else, or maybe before Dot Hack would be like a proper re-release of the Wild Arms series. Maybe that could work out as well. But yeah. Hey, and Crip, what's up, man? And they just thought, oh, hey, we have secret. I know, right, Lara? It's crazy. It's literally like they remember. They woke up one day, they're like, oh yeah, we have Suikoden. And so I think what woke them up is the fact that the creator was making what's his face, 100 Heroes, like the other game that's exactly like Suikoden, and it freaked them out, and so they decided to release the remake of the remaster of 1 and 2. And then when they saw that people get excited, they then kind of woke up and said, like, oh, we have Suikoden, and now I think they're making like a sequel to Suikoden 2 on phones, I think I saw. And they're also in the early stages of making like a Suikoden 6, like a proper Suikoden. So yeah, it's crazy. Like, they kind of just woke up. Yeah, I think the mobile Suikoden game is going to be a sequel. It's either a sequel to 1 or a sequel to 2. I don't know because I've never played Suikoden 1 or 2. I did buy them, but I haven't played them yet. But I don't know which one it is. I don't trust mobile games either, though apparently there's something in the mobile game that makes it so that you don't have to do the gacha bit to progress. I think because it's a sequel to like the other 2 games or one of the other 2 games, I think I saw there was going to be a way for us to like transfer over your save, or it's going to be able to read your save, because I think the mobile game will also be on console, and then you'll be able to kind of have it read your saves, and it will use the characters you've recruited, so you'll have them accessible for that game also, which means you won't have to use the gacha because you already have the characters. I think is what I heard. I might be wrong. The future quest. I know, right, Deku? Okay, I will. Yeah, Eiyuden Chronicles. Yeah. I did buy the game. I haven't played that one either, but I do own it though. I didn't get the prequel to it though. It didn't look super interesting. It looked like a throwaway game for the studio to be able to recoup some of the money that they had made, that they needed to finish the base game. So it felt like they kind of threw away very rapidly, like something set in the same world, and yeah, I wasn't sure about that one. That's what I think too. Encrypt. I'm pretty sure the release date was announced. No. Yeah, not physical though. Physical is not $5. At the very least, like I never seen it physical for $5. If I could get it for $5 physical, I 100% I would get it. Even though it doesn't look super interesting to me. Yeah. Not announced, but VGP probably is on the mark for the window. So either VGP is on the mark, or it is the window, like it is the exact release date. It's just unannounced, and it's going to be announced tomorrow. Like, because it seemed close enough that it makes sense that like it makes almost sense that like they kind of announced it early by mistake via the stores first, and then we'll get like the trailer with the release date during the direct tomorrow. At the very least, that's my guess. Because otherwise it feels like they would have waited 2 more days before announcing the pre-orders. You know what I mean? Like the fact that the pre-orders came out with multiple stores with a specific date, even though it wasn't announced, 2 days before it more than likely will be announced, kind of feels like those 2 things are related and should have happened at the same time-ish, you know? It'd be too much, like, if there's no trailer or no announcement tomorrow, then yeah, for sure. But like, if there is one, which I think there will be, then it feels like they're related somehow. Because otherwise, it'd be too weird that they would allow stores to open up pre-orders with a fake date, knowing full well that 2 days later they would announce a real date. You know, though, you know, it is. I mean, it's not Nintendo; it's Falcom, but like, you know, sometimes they do weird stuff. So I'm thinking for the direct tomorrow, I don't know about you guys that are still in chat over in YouTube, but for the direct tomorrow, I'm guessing we'll get a trailer for Fantasy Life. I'm guessing we'll get a trailer for Trails in the Sky, the first, with release date. That's my guess. And those 2 are the 2 things I strongly believe in. Everything else is like a very hard maybe. Like maybe we'll get like a new Metroid Prime 4 trailer, though I doubt it. Some people, I think, in chat, I don't remember who said that. Maybe Deku or Nalcito or someone, but like someone said, maybe it was Andrew. Someone said maybe like Metroid Prime 2 or 3, or like maybe like a remaster for a Zelda game, like a Wind Waker or Twilight Princess. I still think that those things, even Metroid Prime 4, I still think that it probably will be during or after the Switch 2. Especially for like Metroid Prime 4, because you would they would probably want to show off the new graphics with the console, because it's going to be a brand new game. So yeah, I don't know. The rest of the games, I'm kind of, I don't really know what they have in store, to be honest. I don't think we're going to see like Deka Police or whatever it is. Like I don't think we're going to see that. We might see 100 Line Heroes again, like a new trailer or something, because it still hasn't released. So, and it's releasing soon, like at the end of the month. They won't show Atelier because the game's been out. They won't show Xenoblade because it's out, and there's no DLC as far as we know. If they announce Tales of the Abyss, I am gonna lose my shit straight up. Like we've literally talked about Tales of the Abyss just a little earlier, Encrypt, and yeah, 100%. If they announce Tales of the Abyss tomorrow, I'm gonna lose it. Honestly, if they were to announce a Tales of, it's probably going to be Tales of Xillia, because it has been leaked already. So it's just a matter of time before it's officially announced. So that's more likely to me than Tales of the Abyss, but it's not impossible. Bravely Default, I doubt it. I very, very much doubt it. It's not impossible, but like it's too. It would be too random, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't think so. I'll scream, dude. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll be going crazy. You want to just remember it? I think I have a meeting tomorrow at work during the direct. I think. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Let me confirm. I do actually. Damn it. Like straight during the direct, like exactly during the direct. Hopefully it won't, because it's possibly going to be a short meeting, so hopefully, but like I'll have to not have anything open until I watch it for myself to not get spoiled. I look kind of sick. I am. Oh, oh, I love that, Encrypt. That's great. Oh my god! It took me like you saw like the thought process, like the idea kind of working its way through my mind. That was Nera. That was me when they announced the Trails in the Sky, because the Trails of series, and that's why it's another reason, because I've been wanting to play that series forever. I bought, because the Trails of series has 12 games, I think, or so in it, and unlike FF games or Tales of games, they're all related. Like literally, they're all sequels to each other. Basically, it's the same world and it's the same giant story arc that goes through all of them. And the crazy part about Trails of, if you've never played it, is like every single NPC you meet in the entire game, in the very first game, has a story arc, which is the part that's just insane. Like, you meet an NPC during the game, later on during that same game, you'll see that NPC again, but like his story will have evolved, and in the sequel after that, you re-meet the same random NPC, and his story is continuing. And apparently it does that through the entire series. So like it's not just the main characters that have an arc and the main story that has an arc, but also like the any NPC you meet has an arc as well. And so I played Trails in the Sky, the original, like the chibi version, and I really, really liked it. And I started the sequel, like Trails in the Sky second chapter, and it was so freaking good. It would like, because the first Trails in the Sky game takes forever to get going, and eventually towards the end, it just like your mind just goes at the very last reveals, like the very last moments of the game, you go crazy, and then you start the sequel, and the sequel just gets going instantly, and it just keeps ramping up just immediately. Like it's crazy. And so I was really, really hoping, because I didn't want to go through them like chibi style on the PC, then going into like the chibi style for Tales of Azure and from Zero, and then going to the 3D versions for like Cold Steel and so on, when there were rumors that they might remake some of them. And so I was waiting with bated breath, because if the announcement had never came, like so long as the announcement didn't come, I couldn't start playing them again, in the off chance that there might be an announcement. And then when the announcement happened, I just exploded. I just got crazy. Basically, like when I saw they did us dirty too. Like they showed Trails in the Sky, the remake in 3D, for like 10 seconds in a rapid fire announcement of like 20 games. They were like, here's 20 games coming to the Switch, and it was just like 10 seconds snippets of multiple games, and like Trails in the Sky, the remake in 3D, which hadn't been announced before, was in there. Like it was so dirty. It was disgraceful. It's almost as if like they were to announce like, well, I mean, Tales of the Abyss or a Xenosaga, re-release of some kind, but they were gonna like just throw away 5 seconds in like the middle of a random announcement. Like that'd be so rude, or like the rumored FF9 remake, like that kind of stuff. Like imagine if they announced that, but like as a throwaway thing, as if it didn't matter, Like FF9 and FF Tactic remakes, whenever they do happen, and I believe they will at some point, like those two are going to be huge as well for me. I never played 9, but I've always wanted to, and so like I'm hoping there's going to be an announcement so I can finally play it that way. Otherwise, I'll just play the original. It's fine, but like I can't start the original because I'm waiting. Maybe there's going to be an announcement. And Tactics, I've played before. I loved it so much, and I really want to replay it again. And I would rather wait for like a potential remake / remaster to replay. But yeah, Lady Laura, thank you. Sorry, it's a brother. It's a younger brother. Lady Laura, thank you so much for your help before. It really means a lot. If you hadn't set me straight, I bet I'd still be putting my pride before the things that are really important. I know they say that action speaks louder than words, but sometimes words are exactly what you need. I can't keep expecting the people around me to read my mind. If there's something I need to say to my brother, I'm just gonna say it straight. It'll be good for our relationship. I mean, I've only got one big brother. I was hoping you would say bro again. Ever since we lost our mother, I've had to be a mom of sorts to Chelsea. I've tried to do what I can to care for him, but I'm no replacement for the real thing. He's got it pretty big now. Anyway, doesn't need me so much. Gives me a real bittersweet feeling to thinking on it. But I mean, he's turning into a really promising young man and a great member of the team. Yes, with Chelsea by my side, I feel much stronger. Invincible. He's my rock. I will never change. Oh, Laura, I nearly forgot. Thank you so much. Hey, let's go. That was cool. That was a nice ending to those quests. Let's get that. Well, no, you know what? Yeah, let's get that one. I need to see the ending to that quest too, because can I travel closer, or am I stuck like at the end of North? Oh no, there we go. Okay. You also want to play FF9? Probably play the original first, get a feel.
So where are you taking us?
We
Yeah,
can't
it's just
dally
that
all
like
day.
because the thing is, FF7, like the remake that they've made, is totally different, or mostly totally different. So that one, it makes sense to me at least to play the original either first or afterwards or in between or whatever, because it kind of acts like the difference between like a book and a TV show. Like it's based off of the same material, but they did stuff differently between them. So like it's a different experience, and sometimes there are different story beats and so on. But like, if the rumors are true about the FF9 remake, it would be a much more extremely close to the original remake. Like they wouldn't change much of anything in terms of story and locales and so on. So at that point, I would personally, that's why I'm waiting for the potential announcement for the remake, because if the rumors are true and it's mostly exactly the same game, just looking a lot better with like flashier animations and everything else, I'd much rather play that as my first experience than going back and playing the original and then replaying it again, especially because my backlog is so full. Like, I don't have time to play things twice, really. So yeah, so that's probably what I would do personally, in that specific case. But like FF7 is a different beast because it's totally different. Like it's barely the same experience. In my opinion.
Spoiling for a fight. Happy
Wait.
to oblige.
What? What happened? Who? Wait, what?
This is becoming addictive.
Who attacked me? Is it the fish? Oh God. Hey, isn't that... This is bad news. It's hard to argue with that assessment. We can assess later. For now, we have to move. Exactly, John Cena attacked me. And his name was John Cena!
Happy to oblige. Spinning wheels.
Oh, we got another monster. Unfortunately. Yeah, we're gonna take that heal. Team explosion. So, it has so much health. Well, it fell down, so whatever. I killed it by pushing it off. Perfect. That battle would have lasted forever. It had like 1,000,000 HP. Plus, we had the other monster as well. He's not breathing. But why? If he's dead, then I guess it's all over. At the very least, he did accomplish his goal. We should let Sarah know about this. His life was the price he paid to get the proof he needed. He's dead for real? I thought he was like passed out. She said he's still breathing, but like she was like, but why? So I assumed he was like a mistake and he would look and he would wake up or whatever. She sent him to die? Because he loved her? I mean, he's dumb, but like, Jesus Christ. That side quest got dark. Yeah, I guess so. But first we should bury the body. A traveling performer like him deserves a better resting place than this. What the? Oh, you removed the point? Really? He can't be dead. They put him back in there with a marker above his head. He's not dead. I refuse to believe he's dead. He was like poisoned by the monster and like they thought he died or whatever, and he's gonna give him something, he's gonna wake up, or true love is gonna make him wake up or whatever. Like, there's no way. There's no way he's dead. I refuse.
It was a nice change of pace.
All right, remind me why we're here again?
That flower, it's... Leo found it for you, but it cost him his life. I'm so sorry, but we weren't able to bring him back with us. I can't believe it. I don't know if it'll make it any easier, but he seemed at peace when we found him. At the very least, I don't think he suffered. I always knew there was no helping that guy, but I never did think he'd take it this far. Leo, damn fool. You called, oh bosom buddy of mine? Ah, good. We're right on time. I happened to pick him up somewhere. Chatty old fellow, isn't he? Not to be rude, but I was hoping you could take him off my hands now. Dude, you hear Leo, you turn around and it's freaking Azurda. I almost had a heart attack. Oh man, that was a thrilling ride. I really thought I was dead for sure this time. I knew he wasn't dead. You're... Then... Who was... Looks like we've been taken for a ride. Word of warning, bud. I don't much like practical jokers, except I do like to punch him when I can. I don't see how this is possible. I'm just as bemused as the lot of you. In all my long years, I've never heard of a human digging their way out of their own grave. Wise elder, thank you for the praise and also for the help. I'm glad you came along when you did. I'm still not sure what happened exactly, but it seems like we're in your debt again, Uncle. Debt? Oh no, think nothing of it. Now then, I think I've done my part, so I shall leave you kids to it. Freaking Azurda. I love Azurda. I knew you were an idiot, Leo, but this really takes the cake. Wait, I'm not following. What happened? Did you die or didn't you? Well, what happened was I heard you calling me as if from a great distance with this sadness in your voice. Oh my god, seriously? Hey, Sarah, deep down inside, would you rather be happy? Wouldn't you rather smile? I realized while looking for the flower that the reason I'm so hung up about you is because I want to really know you. Alright, I give up. You showed some real courage there, so I guess I can try giving you an inch. You mean I'll have tea with you sometime? Sure. He almost died for her and she's like, sure, we'll have tea once. Sorry, I may have been too quick to judge you before, so I love you forever, right? That's what you were gonna say, right? Are you deaf or just an arsehole? Architect, give me strength. All I meant to say was welcome back. Oh, Sarah, my angel. And now he's dead for real. At least everything's finally in the open now. So, you decided to give him a chance. I'm still apprehensive, I won't lie, but I suppose you can't go through life without taking some chances. Thank you for helping me realize that. Hey, right back at you. So I get 3 now, right? I get the 1 I lost and plus 2 more?
Well, this is awkward.
This is awkward. You can actually see Azurda like standing up in an instance earlier in the scene. Oh, really, Subrosion? I didn't notice. That's awesome. Thanks for giving me the courage to trust a little more. Whatever else happens, I'll treasure that courage for the rest of my life.
Well, this is awkward.
Thanks to you, champions, I will finally be able to do true love justice on my loot. Thank you so much. Ah, love is such a wondrous thing.
Thank you.
Maybe I could learn something from Leo's single-mindedness. Thanks for helping the poor best... thanks for helping my partner out. Okay, well that's that. You just standing on the wall? Oh, I'm sad I missed it. I'm gonna have to go and rewatch the stream. It's amazing.
I'm just happy we made someone happy.
Sumpkin griddle cakes? Okay. Does she have a... I love that, like, I get one recipe, but it gives me two. One done correctly by Aegeon, and the other one done badly by oh my god, by the Aegis. It's fantastic. Poor Mithra. Another weird customer has been coming around lately. This one's a pretty woman, but still. She asked me to recommend feminine clothes and stuff so she can be pretty like me. But I sell pictures, not clothes. I told her I thought she was beautiful the way she was, but she just said that she wanted to diet it up to 11. It seems like there has to be a reason behind it, but I'm not really sure how appropriate it is for me to ask, though. No, come on, Sarah. I promised myself I'd be better about being honest with people. Maybe I'll try talking to her again the next time she comes in. If she ends up being nice, I can introduce her to you. Oh, is that going to open up a new quest? Maybe. Right? That could be possible. Wait, no, hold on. We have another quest first, that one. Where is it? Not here. Here. Nope. Sure isn't. No. I don't see it, but I might have to teleport there. Let me read the quest log. Maybe it's going to help. Where did he go? Oh, cool. In Gormat. It literally says so. I'm dumb. Yeah, we'll just go there. Anywhere in Gormat. Go there and we'll teleport.
Suddenly, it all looks so different.
Well, turns out I talked a whole lot, so I guess tonight we'll complete quest, basically. We won't do nodes. Which means we'll have to do nodes next time. Where's the lake? Oh, that lake. That huge-ass lake? I guess this is the closest, because that one is, like, up on a little ridge. Probably this one, but I have to swim. Maybe?
Nice change of pace.
All right, remind me why we're here again?
Yeah.
I think it broke.
I'm assuming it's like a monster situation, or like he somehow died or something. What would she like? Yeah, maybe. He doesn't like charms. Would Hayes like a book? Maybe a dessert? Maybe she likes a dessert. Nope. Trying to think what she'd enjoy. Oh, he's not even a monster. He's there. He's up and about. I thought he was going to be like on the floor. Hey, never expected to meet someone else up here. You here to fish too? Well, it's my first time up here too. Huh, you're not. Chica said I'd gone missing and sent you to look for me. Gone missing? That's completely over the top. I just come up here to try and catch some fish to replace the ones we lost in Torna. What? The fish are back to normal? Ah, Tyler had you sorted out. I see. I see. Wait. Did you say my wife Chica had sent you? Wait, just a minute there. My wife? She in good spirits? Super angry? An anger worse than the ages could ever muster? I better go. Thanks for telling me. Okay, that's actually super funny. That the quest was literally just go and talk to him. That's it. He joins the community right away. Oh my god. Thanks again for updating me on the state of the fish and of my marriage. I'll go work on that for now, but we all should fish at Cooley Lake sometime. Oh my god, dude. I bet you we go back to town and he leaves my community for like a second whilst the wife beats him up and then he rejoins afterwards. Ain't no way.
Okay, we're at the waypoint. Have we far to go?
We can't dally all.
Thanks to you, my husband Harmon is back. I really wanted him to thank you myself. You know, straight from the horse's mouth and all that. But he brought the fish he caught back to me, and before I knew it, it sloped off again somewhere. Likely he's found a new fishing spot and couldn't wait to go and try it out. I'll give him such an earful when he gets back. But he's still my husband, and I can't do without it, so you'll have to make do with my thanks. That's it? That was the most random and easy quest in the world.
It feels good.
My fish brain of a husband is still his old self, but thanks to you all, he's at least been trying to help out lately. Maybe I can try to cut him some slack too. Okay. We're still in the same problem though. We're still missing 4. So like unless new quest pops up just now because this is completed.
I'm glad it all worked out.
Fisherman's Feast. I'm wondering. What's the thing that's going to make it some more quests appear? Because I need it to be level 4, I've been told, before I can continue the story. Maybe I can continue the story like just a little bit, just like reach the point that's on the map there, and just maybe see a cutscene, and then we can more quests will pop up. Maybe. Or maybe I need to be a specific time of day, like during the daytime, maybe some quests will appear.
This is becoming addictive.
Oh, look at that! Ain't no way we got a slate piece here. Dude.
This is becoming
And there's a
addictive.
chest too? Yo. Dude, I'm finding all the things.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Oh, Max Evade 2 is not too bad actually. I think I might have someone that has a Max Evade. I just don't remember who. It wasn't you. And attack barrier. Maybe I should like give you Max Evade? Damage barrier of 10% of max HP or evade. It's pretty similar. Go with that one for now, but eventually if I get like another max barrier 3, I'm gonna give it to her. Reaching the next roadblock opens new quest. Really? Okay. I'll just try and reach it now. If it takes too long, I probably won't, but if it's not too long. Hey, more barrels.
The suspense is killing me. You're
This place is loaded. Oh, look at that place. See, I'm surprised because they keep saying, like everywhere, they like everywhere we go, every NPC we talk to, they keep saying that like Torna is super advanced technologically, and so far I hadn't seen any of that. That's the first time I see like proper like special machinery. Another chest.
The suspense is killing me.
Okay.
Well, here we are.
I say we rest a bit. Who's in?
Yeah, I'm worried this is gonna like start a super long cutscene, like a ton of stuff happening and maybe fighting and stuff. Is that gonna be the case, Subrosion? Because if so, I don't have time right now. I'm worried it's gonna be like extensive because that looks extensive. I might wait off actually. Just in the event that it is. Because, yeah, if it's more than like 5 to 10 minutes, it's too much. I have to get to bed. I was hoping it would be like, you know, I would walk. It'd be like a very, very short cutscene, or like maybe like a roadblock instantly, and then it'd be like, oh, you know, you got to reach level 4, and I'd be like, oh, okay, and then like quest would pop up. But like that's good to know though. That means that like probably after this cutscene or whatever, like there might be more quests opening up. So that means that next stream we can just do that, or you know, however much of the story I need to do for quests to open up, and then we can work on quest and nodes. Maybe nodes first on the blades because we need to like stat, and then quest afterwards. But that would mean that like next stream would be story, however long, and then nodes, and then the stream after that maybe quests. So yeah, I think so, right? Yeah, that makes sense to me. And it's a, you know, it's a good spot to end. We did all the quests we wanted to do. So yeah, I think we're gonna step in now actually. Because the next session is multiple cutscenes, you have to walk to, or if everything happens at once. Yeah, so in the off chance, I'm just not gonna risk it. But appreciate your input. Like, yeah, just in the off chance that that's the case, you know. Yeah, exactly. So either way, sorry, next stream. But yeah, so thank you so much, guys, for watching. It was amazing. Nera, super fun talking with you. Thank you so much again for following with Rita and the rest of the raid. Thank you so much to all the other raiders that are still around and or have been kind of, you know, chatting or even just lurking in the background. I really, really appreciate it. It was a pleasure meeting all of you, especially if it was the first time we've ever talked. And thank you so much for the all the regulars that have been kind of popping up throughout the stream and saying hi. Some of them I haven't talked to in a while. So it felt really, really good to get the chance to talk to all of you again. And yeah, it was a super fun stream. Thank you so much, Nera. And yeah, we'll for sure be making another stream as soon as I can because it's getting exciting. We're just about to do more story. And yeah, and I really want to get through to eventually play X because X looks super fun and everybody's talking about it and playing it, and now it's making me want to play it as well. So faster I can finish this game, the better. But also, I don't want to rush it. So I'm gonna still take my time to finish Torna. But But I also am excited to be done. So yeah. It was good catching the stream after I missed the last two. I'm so glad you're here tonight, Subrosion. I am. And get some good night's sleep. Feel better. Tell your work you're not coming until noon. I wish. But no. But thank you so much, Encrypt, as well. And also Canadian Geek that stopped by the stream over on Twitch, and Jones as well. But yeah. So I'll be live again very, very soon. Keep an eye over on Discord for announcements as to when the next stream is going to be. And also, if you're subscribed to YouTube, for sure you'll get it popped up, because whenever I plan a stream, you'll see it in your feed and stuff. So yeah. But I'll see you guys very, very soon. Thank you so very much for watching. You guys are the best. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.